You have started writing cards in brush pen calligraphy and you are writing the address and you're wondering, oh, how do you write numbers and symbols in brush pen calligraphy? Here's a short video to teach you how. The important thing about writing numbers and symbols in brush pen calligraphy is very similar to writing in brush pen calligraphy, and we have to take note of a few things. One is the slants. Well, in modern calligraphy, and the very common slant that we use is a 55-degree slant to the horizontal line. So all of our numbers will be written with a slight slant to the 55-degree horizontal line. The other thing that we need to take note of is because we are writing in brush pen calligraphy, the concepts of thick downstrokes, all downstrokes are thick, and all upstrokes are thin, are all being expressed here in the writing of numbers. So for example, in writing number 1, it is a thin upstroke, thick down, and in calligraphy, we don't have horizontal straight lines. So instead of a horizontal straight line, we will have a slight wave as our base of 1. This makes our number 1 look a little bit more modern and a little bit prettier. So 2, instead of writing 2 in the usual monoline way, we want our 2 to have a slight slant where our main stem is about parallel to the 55-degree slant line, and a horizontal line with a slight wave. So that's 2. 3, similarly, all upstrokes thin, downstrokes thick, and our main stem being parallel to the guideline of 55 degrees. That makes all of our numbers have a slant and still look consistent with each other, and also with the remaining words that are written in brush pen calligraphy. So 4, downstrokes thick, a wave, and a diagonal line, which is similar to where all downstrokes are thick, keeping in mind the square tops. Okay, this is my favorite number to write. It is with a wave, thick down, and a big belly that is parallel to the guideline. Okay, 6, thin, is like an incomplete oval, but with a mini loop here. 7 is with a diagonal curved, thick down, and a mini wave horizontal. So remember, in brush pen calligraphy, there is no straight horizontal lines. So replace all straight horizontal lines with a slight wave, right? 8, I always say that it is very similar to writing S, the lowercase letter S. So it's a thin up, thick down, and a thin exit up. So this is very similar to lowercase letter s as well. So we write lowercase letter s in this way. So it's very, very similar, right? It is with the main stem that is parallel to the guideline. And I always say, I love saying this, that you know that it is right only if you were to pass a Safti stick through the number or the letter, and you see that, hey, this is indeed parallel to the horizontal line of 55 degrees slant line. All right. 9, it's a oval and a slight wave, or rather a diagonal line with a slight curvature. Okay. 0 is like oval, so it starts at the 2 o'clock point, thin up, thick down, connect. Okay. So for 0 or oval, we start at the 2 o'clock point. Okay. Now, this is a very common symbol. It is the ampersand. So especially when you are addressing letters for wedding cards and all, it is like, Anson and Serene. So this is the and. It is in replacement of N or plus, right? So N is a beautiful, beautiful symbol. I use this all the time. It is like a little small loop and a big loop, and then a diagonal upwards. This is the ampersand. I've seen symbols of this in so many beautiful wedding invite cards, and I used to write wedding invitation cards as well. This is my favorite symbol, so I have to include it here. You will find this especially useful when you are writing envelopes that are addressed to wedding couples, right? So this is a hashtag or the hex sign. So wave, and two short down strokes, right? And exclamation mark. I'm not sure if you'll use this in envelopes, but sometimes we use this in calligraphy quotes where there are exclamation marks, similar to for question marks. Hint, ups, stick downs, and then all dots are actually short down strokes, remember? So even the dots for the exclamation marks or the dots for the question marks, all dots for even eyes are actually short down strokes. So they are not ovals, they are actually in the shapes of parallelograms, mini parallelograms. All right. Well, I hope that this has been really useful and a quick little tutorial showing you how to write numbers and common symbols in brush pen calligraphy. I will see you for our next one.